Hello, thank you for joining me today in Catford for this edition of Out and About. We are here to watch Love, Sax and All That Jazz, The Man's Them Part 2 by Alan Charles. We are going to be talking to Alan Charles, the writer for this production. We are also going to be speaking to 2 cast members and 2 audience members to find out their opinion of this show. At the end of the show, we are going to give you a review. Now, the review is going to be out of 10. 10 being absolutely amazing, must see, you must come out and buy a ticket and go and see the show. Or 1 not being that great, or actually just being really terrible. So watch out for that.
We're here tonight is a man's perspective, so that's what I'm interested to see exactly what it turns out to be. So I'm just curious to see what this is like.
So I'm looking forward to be rolling in the aisles laughing. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, I'm certainly. This is an unusual thing for me to come out and see, so I'm expecting a really good show.
I'm Alan Charles, and I'm the writer of Love, Sax and All That Jazz 2, The Man's Them.
Hi there, Alan. So could you tell me what was your motivating factor as to why you wrote this, The Man's Them?
Well, to be fair, we're looking at issues that affect us within the church environment. A lot of the stuff that we're dealing with, people in class has been taboo. And I wanted was to be able to create an atmosphere where we can look at the issues and explore them and talk about them honestly and openly. Because I feel that sometimes as a church, we put things under the carpet. And I just wanted us to start talking more about the issues that affect us, because these issues to do with sex and romance does affect us even in the church.
Hi, my name is Colin Burton. I play Nigel the barman in Love, Sax and All That Jazz 2, The Man's Them. I'm sort of on scene for practically the whole play, and I just observe and listen to everything that's going on in the play. And then in second half I get a chance to actually put a few points across.
What are the challenges that you've come across?
Funds, money, support. Yeah, we do this independently. We don't have no backers, we don't have no sponsors. We do it out of our own pocket. Myself and my wife, we finance the whole thing, and it's actually getting people to see the vision and invest in the vision. We're trying to create good quality Christian theatre for the masses, and we really need the support of the brethren. Sometimes we have our problems with reaching the churches with the literature or with the marketing, but so I would say most of the challenges is actually getting to the people to get the word out that there is a show that's coming. Come along. So I think it's the support. The support structure isn't always there, but we're getting there by God's grace. So we use different ways to get different people. So I would say, but the most challenging is the funding, because it's not a cheap thing. Theatre is not cheap, but God is great, and He always provides. He always sees us through. So far, so good.
Hi, my name is Amma Anning, and I play Kylie in the play The Man's Them, Love, Sax and All That Jazz 2.
So tell me about your character in this production.
Well, Kylie in this production is part owner of the bar, and she co-owns it with a guy called Alfred. And her and Alfred have been friends for a very long time, and the play kind of really explores their relationship and how it grows and how it kind of blossoms. They've been friends for a long time, but they get a bit more closer. And Kylie kind of doesn't take too much nonsense, but Alfred, as a man, tries to take but she doesn't take any nonsense. So Kylie's really a really strong character.
So do you think that comedy and the gospel can really mix?
I think the gospel can be told in so many different ways, through music, through comedy, through film, from sadness. So I think comedy is obviously a really great avenue to share the gospel, because it makes people laugh. And it really is a good way to bring people in that aren't necessarily Christians, but they can hear the word and laugh. And at least it's not so serious. So I think comedy and gospel definitely is a good way to bring the gospel to the world, I'd say.
Is this your full-time occupation? I mean, you mentioned that your wife and yourself funded this production and so forth, and you didn't have any sponsorship for this. So is this the only thing that you do full time?
Yeah, this is my bread and butter. This is my ministry. This is my livelihood. In 2003, I gave up full-time job to do the arts on a full-time basis, and so far the Lord has been faithful, and He has kept a roof over my head, food on my table, and my wife by my side. So praise be to God.
Right, I have to say to you, yes, it's been 3 hours long. I am not tired. I am not complaining. Why? Because it was engaging. It had substance. This show requires you to come and see it. Come and support it. It brought out stuff that needs to be talked about.
We thoroughly enjoyed it. It was lovely, real brilliant. I think it covered all aspects of a relationship, and I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10 as well. Very well written, very strong characters, wonderful set, absolutely fabulous. So I'm already getting my tickets for the Women's Dem.
Yeah, you'll be here for the next show, definitely.
So well done.
Well done.
Such great fun. I really enjoyed it from beginning to end. I was just laughing all the way through. I would say I would give it about 9. Nothing's perfect.
So I would say to you, come and see Love, Sax and all that jazz. The Man's Dem too. It is worth every penny. I review it as out of 10, 7 out of 10. And you know what? I'm really excited for maybe the girls and the Man's Dem 3 that may come up. But you know what? Come and join me on the next show, because I will let you know the truth and give you some real talk.